These are new CCTV images of the terrorists in Mumbai, the clearest yet seen. And this is the actual voice of a terrorist mastermind directing his gunmen on the ground. Using detailed access to the police investigation, we've pieced together the inside story of 26/11, the deadly attacks which shook the world. The last light ebbs from the sky at Fisherman's Wharf. On the night of the 26th of November last year, barely a mile from the glitz of Mumbai's five-star hotels, 10 terrorists came ashore. So this is where the terrorists landed, this small fishing community in central Mumbai. They were heavily armed, carrying AK-47s and 500 rounds of ammunition each. They also had grenades and improvised explosive devices. They fanned out across the city and over 59 hours caused absolute havoc, murdering 166 people. This is a police photograph of the boat they used. Even though they landed at night, the new inflatable dinghy was a giveaway for locals who never use such things. A local fisherman, Raj, remembers seeing 10 neatly dressed young men coming ashore.
They moored the boat there and shoved a local fisherman out of the way. The fisherman asked them, "Who are you and where have you come from?" They said, "We don't want to talk to you," and walked away.
2 men stayed with the dinghy, pushing back out to sea on their way to attack another target. The remaining 8 paired up into 4 teams of 2 and set off across the city. We retraced their journeys across Mumbai, visiting the target zones, analysing material from the police investigation and interviewing eyewitnesses at the scenes. The first target reached was a cafe in the heart of Mumbai's tourist district.
It was 9:35, exact 9:35.
9:35, yeah.
So 2 of them, they came from a taxi, they were standing outside.
Yeah.
And they were communicating on the phone for a long time. Then one came from here, one came from that side. Two hand grenades. So one of them, it came out and blasted here.
Yeah.
The 1 minute. There's a big hole here.
On the table there?
Yeah. So people all were sitting out here. They all died.
All died?
Yeah, and they started firing randomly anyway.
With their AK-47s?
Yeah. For 3 minutes they disappeared. There were 10 dead bodies. We had 10 dead bodies. But the official count comes to 23. Because no 13, some died on the road and some died on the hospital. We lost 2 of our waiters, one of them, they died in front of me. So myself, I got injured, the bullet just brushes me and went away. I just dodged myself. So like, I was quick, I got saved. If I wasn't quick, my brain could have 2 pieces.
Witnesses say the 2 attackers showed no emotion as they left, firing in the street, walking towards the luxury Taj Mahal hotel, perhaps the most potent symbol of Mumbai's wealth. They met up with another pair of terrorists. They placed bombs outside, then entered the hotel, killing bystanders, staff and guests as they moved. This CCTV footage obtained by Newsnight shows all 4 gunmen inside the Taj, searching for high-profile guests to take hostage. These are the clearest images ever seen of their heavy rucksacks containing lethal weaponry. 8 spare AK magazines holding 30 bullets each, loose ammunition, 8 grenades, pistol, mobile phone, satellite phone, GPS, water and dry fruit. They may have been in casual clothes, but this was a professional commando raid in every other respect. Setting fire to the 6th floor, the terrorists moved down to the 5th. As the crisis unfolded throughout the night, the police were completely outmaneuvered and outgunned. These police photographs reveal the scale of the devastation, which left 35 people dead.
The operation was definitely with all the precision of a military operation. It was in fact an open act of aggression on the Indian nation itself. It is an act of war, an act of aggression against the Indian state.
The Mumbai police believe there may have been accomplices in the city who helped to recce targets. Certainly the Jewish centre, located in a maze of back alleys, should have been hard to find for the pair of gunmen who walked here, even with a GPS.
At about 9:35 p.m, the two terrorists arrived here at Nariman House. They quickly started firing their AK-47s indiscriminately. Bullets were ricocheting off the walls, glass was raining down everywhere.
You can still see the bloodstains from the attack, an assault on a neighbourhood of mixed religions by young Muslims who've been indoctrinated to believe that killing Jews was God's work. We spoke to many local people who had narrow escapes on the night.
There was firing from that building. They were firing from the upper floor. I pulled the shutters down in my shop and ran. Within a few seconds they threw 2 grenades. I saw this with my own eyes.
The security guard outside Nariman House had left his post barely 5 minutes before the attack. Inside was the family who ran the Jewish centre, Rabbi Gavriel Holzberg and his wife Rivka, who was 5 months pregnant. They were quickly taken hostage. Armed police gathered as explosions ripped through the building. It quickly became clear that the terrorists were in contact with their superiors by telephone. By now, these calls were being intercepted by intelligence officers. This is the actual tape. You can hear the man controlling the terrorist operation giving instructions to the gunmen at Nariman House. He demands, "Have you understood what I said? Repeat what I said." The terrorist then obeys. Intelligence officers were listening in as the terrorist mastermind spoke directly with the rabbi's wife. He'd asked her to pass on demands to the Israeli consulate.
Hello? Who's that?
Cynically, he tried to reassure her that everything would be all right.
It is positive, huh? Okay then. Just sit back and relax and don't worry and just wait for them to contact, okay? Save your energy for good days. Okay? Maybe if they contact right now, maybe you're gonna celebrate your Sabbath with your family.
But she did not get to celebrate the Sabbath. When India's elite commandos finally arrived from Delhi and stormed the building, they found Rivka and her husband dead. Police say they were tortured and killed before the final shootout, which left the 2 terrorists dead. Only the couple's 2-year-old son Moshe survived, rescued by his nanny, who found him next to the dead bodies of his parents.